Wait until you see what happened today. Besides the paranormal that I caught on camera in this house, the other night, something ran out from under the deck into the woods, grunting and yelling. Well, I was walking in the neighborhood and I heard something today, so I went back in there, grabbed my gun, and went out there. And you know what? As soon as I go down in the woods, I hear it again. But then somebody was dumb enough to grab a bow and arrow and shot in my direction and almost hit me in the head. And I had my camera recording, so this is what I caught on camera today.
Say goodbye to this, huh? Whoa, what was that?
Oh, dude, this is sketch.
Is there any spirits here in the crematory?
I just heard that back in there, that sound that I heard the other night. It's down there, but I'm going in the house because I want to be prepared and not surprised. So let me do that, and I'm going down there and find out what that is, because that's the same sound. It sounds just like what I heard the other night, where I saw something back in there running into the woods. Holy crap. I'm gonna get what I need, and I'm going down there. I was just walking in this neighborhood. It's beautiful, except for a little bit of rain, but man, it's in the 60s. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. Alright, I cannot show this on YouTube, so I will just shut this for now. Something's back in those woods again, but this time I got my gun with me because I don't want to go back here unprotected. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, try not to fall on my ass. All right. Oh God. Something's back in here.
Tore that up. I don't know. It's like I come outside to go for a walk in this neighborhood,
And I hear the same thing that I heard last night, okay? The same thing. I went for a walk, came back here. I heard that same sound that I heard last night. I come running here with the camera. Oh, my iPhone. I'm just gonna listen. This is crazy. Like, I heard it during the day. Okay, all right. I think I just heard it again. I just heard it. All right, back behind me. Let me turn this around. All right, somewhere back in here, I just heard it again.
Now I'm just gonna keep this camera focused this way and see if anything is walking anywhere. I'm gonna clean this. See, that person that came up here all drunk came from the other side of where you see that little creek there, and there's a roadway back there. Came from the other side. Because I ended up walking almost down there. But I was walking around this with the light, so apparently he must have been walking down in here to watch what I was doing or something. Because somebody was very annoyed about me with my light out here. They're saying, oh, you're shining in the house. Like, really? I heard it again, but I don't see anything down there. I have no idea. It's just somewhere down there. That's where I heard it again. Somewhere down there. All right, it's here, even though it's daylight. I heard it, same exact sound. There's no doubt that what I just heard was the same thing that was out here the other night. So I am definitely gonna stand here and watch. I don't know what happened. My phone cut off a second ago. I had to reboot it, which I have no idea why that's happening. Okay, literally, it was like a freaking something just flew by my head. What the hell? All right, what the hell was that? Ow. Something came from around here, just like whizzed by my head. Oh, whoa, 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 holy shit. Holy shit, what the hell? What the hell? What? All right. This thing went flying by my head? All right. Who the hell is up here? All right, I don't know what the hell. This just come out of nowhere. It had to be this. Something flew by my head, and this just happened to be standing here. So it's got to be something. If somebody just shot, where they hear this growling thing, why would they shoot this way? I'm very conflicted right now. I kind of don't feel safe in my own backyard because something like this just went. It had to have been this. This looks pretty relatively new, and something flew by my head, and this happens to be like in the ground. Should I be freaking out, running around? Maybe if I didn't go through all the things that I went through in my lifetime, where I just become so freaking desensitized to things, maybe for some people they'd be freaking out, running, and try to stay calm, cool, and collective. I'm just gonna wait here to see if anybody, person, or even whatever that animal is, or what I think is Sasquatch or Bigfoot, whatever it is, I'm just waiting here, and I'll just keep waiting. Matter of fact, I'll wait here and keep recording. and I'll just cut out parts of it if it's just going to be going on forever. So let me turn this around the other way and just keep an eye on things. I should wear camouflage, you know, that's what I should do if I'm going to be out here like this. I'm still shocked about this right now. Like I said, it has to be something just literally just whizzed by my head.
Back in there. That's the other side.
All right, so there's a couple of tree stands up in the trees where people can actually hunt from, so it's pretty high up. So I started checking them all, and I didn't see anybody in any of them. So I don't know what the hell happened, but wherever it came from, it had to come up from higher at the angle it hit the ground. So somebody apparently had to be in one of these trees up here. And I don't know what the hell. If they're in a tree, can't they see me wearing this? Like, really, can't they see this? When I was back there, I wasn't 100% sure that somebody shot a bow and arrow at me. I just didn't know, maybe a bird flew by or something. I didn't know, so I didn't start knocking on neighbors' doors at that moment. But when I went to look over the footage, I heard what sounded like just what I thought happened. Bow and arrow did barely miss me in the head, and you can hear it hit the ground. So somebody is either hunting and didn't see me, which, look at me, hello, I'm not wearing camouflage. I'm like, hey, can't you not see me? Or somebody out is hearing whatever it is down there, and they heard it, and they're just getting careless and reckless and shooting bow and arrows in directions they shouldn't be. When this is my property back there, nobody needs to be shooting bow and arrows in my property, especially if we have family here and I decide to go walk, or someone else in the family goes walking down in the hill. Like, seriously. So I got so mad, I started knocking on neighbors' doors asking, is anybody shooting bow and arrows? Shooting bow and arrows? See anybody? Because I'm like, family safety is the most important thing, and nobody needs to be shooting bow and arrows in our property where someone can get hurt. I mean, I didn't see anybody when I turned around. But some people wear camouflage, so it's hard to see anybody. And I tried to look through the footage to see if I could see anybody in the video footage. But when I kept playing it back, it's like, it sounded just like that bow and arrow, because it sounded, you can hear it hit the ground. So yeah, part of me is like, was somebody throwing something at me? Maybe a bird flew by? Because when I turned around, I didn't see anybody. Now, if I would have saw somebody, I probably would have been like, automatically put the two and two together, and I would have been very angry and probably saying a lot of words that I normally wouldn't want to say around families. But somebody is going to be dumb enough to do that, yeah, they would have heard a lot from me. But this is crazy. People need to be more careful about those kinds of things, because somebody can get hurt, seriously. You just don't shoot bow and arrows on people's property and you go walk down there and then something hits you in the head. I mean, if that would have literally hit me in the head, I don't know where I'd be right now. I really don't. All I just know is that's not cool. After just knocking on doors, nobody seems to know anything about anything. I'm starting to wonder, which I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody. I was walking and jogging through the neighborhood, and I did go back a certain way that goes near where that drunk person came up here, just being stupid that night. And then he sends his girlfriend to apologize for his actions. And then he decides to finally come and apologize. But a part of me wonders if he has anything to do with what just happened. Because we've been down there before, and somebody was getting all upset that we were ruining their hunt, like because we were scaring whatever animal they were hunting, and they couldn't get the animal. So we got people out here with rifles and bow and arrow. Like, we got archery, and what else we got going on around here? I don't know. So I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm just thinking, like, who the hell would be doing this? Like, to me, it almost seems like it was intentional. Like, what person in their right mind would shoot a bow and arrow towards me from high up on one of these platforms in the tree? Because we got one on my side of the property, and there's one that somebody has down there by their side. And people do climb damn trees sometimes, like freaking wild animals hunting. I don't know. You may have seen a video that I made maybe about a week ago or so where something ran from under the deck here.
What the hell was that?
And it was pretty big. It was bigger than a bear. It had broad shoulders. There's no way it could be a gorilla. There is no zoo close by that I know of. Haven't heard anything about any animals getting loose, but it was much taller than that. But it was really dark, so I couldn't see exactly what it was. But it ran into the woods, and it was making a loud screaming and just grunting sound. And I went down there that night, and I heard it again today. So I went down there to see what is going on. And apparently somebody around here is hunting something, but I don't know what it is, but they're hunting something in my backyard, on my property. No one should be doing that. When I went out there to see what was going on, right there, look at that. Okay. Now, of course, I showed you one time before that, hey, just hit the light and make it happen. But I didn't touch that light, and that light is doing that. So I'm going to stand here and see how long it goes like that for. And then we'll see exactly what's happening, because I am not touching any of these lights. None of them. Is there a spirit in here? Move the lights more. Watch right there. I can see right through my iPhone. Is there a spirit here? Move the lights. That one there. That one there. They're both moving. They weren't moving before. I was in here and you saw that, okay? That was not moving. That was not moving. And now they're moving. These are legit moving. I didn't touch these lights at all. Can you see? I'm sure you see. I see it. Right there. There's nothing up there. Nothing. Nothing is attached to these lights. Nothing. Not a darn thing attached to any of these lights whatsoever. Do you see any strings? Nothing. All right, it makes me wonder exactly what is in this house, because those lights back there, sometimes that light up there does something, but back there in the kitchen, they're moving? Really? All right. I don't sit down much, but I'm going to sit here and just watch and see what happens. Because maybe there's something that is here to stay. Or am I just being dramatic? Am I being like, I don't know. What the heck? All right, I got a message on my phone. I got to go see what it is. Let me go check it. I got to go. That right there opened before, that drawer. It has opened and I just shut it. Is there I'm not even asking. I was just ready to ask. It's almost like it read my mind. Look at that. Look at that. See it moving? Ever so slowly. Look at that. It is moving so slow. It used to move fast. Remember when this drill would move out faster? It's still moving, but it's slow. And it's like, as soon as I anticipate saying something, it's doing this now. Now this happened, this is about 2 days ago, but I didn't pay much mind to it. But it happened again today. All right, that to me, it tells me there is something that's still in this house. I mean, we do hear other things, but something is in here that is doing that. And I've shared some of it on YouTube. I just don't know what kind of energy it is. I got mixed feelings. But lights move around still. Hear sounds. I just haven't shared a lot of it because people started just not taking it seriously, so I just gave up on sharing it. But you know what? I'm standing strong. I'm putting my foot down. And when I see something happening, I'm not going to hesitate to share it. I'm not going to just give up sharing it because some people may not believe in it. That's me giving in and giving up. But I am not giving up. If I see something happening, I'm going to share it with you. And right now, it's still Friday, February 4th, 2022. This isn't old content. This is happening right now. As you see, I don't have my Corvette anymore because I sold it back, a couple months ago, back before Halloween. Or I think it was right after Halloween, just right after Halloween, I think. I know it was November maybe. It's gone. And then, of course, all the mods they did to the Tesla. But yeah, that draw. It's starting to happen again. A little bit more intense than before. That's all I can tell you. In my opinion, I believe this is as solid proof as you're going to get that there is something haunting my house, because there are no strings attached to that. There are no ways that I could be making that move while recording myself at the same time, while no one's in this house. No one could be doing anything shady or funny or strange. This is what I deal with. And some people don't take it seriously, but I think unless you are really into the paranormal, you have a better understanding of these kinds of things, and you know that these things can happen. So, that's how things are going here. So I'm home alone. Nobody's even here at all. Just me. And it's beautiful out here, and sometimes I don't feel alone. Even though I am alone, I don't feel alone. But I know something's in those woods. That's definite something's in those woods. There is no doubt about that. I'm going to probably go back down there again and see what could be in those woods. But in the meantime, I'm going to go here in this garage. There we go. Is it not going to open? There we go. Go in here. I'm just gonna kind of sneak up on that drawer and see if it's doing anything. Because the drawer, well, it's kind of hard to know if it did anything because it's open again. So I guess I just got to shut it, right? And then see what happens, because it's starting all over again. It's like history is repeating itself, and it's doing this whole thing. So I don't know. So remember, I had things going on this side of the garage when I had the Corvette, and one time that ladder fell, and some people are like, "Oh, why would you make that fall on your C8 or your Corvette. Like, why? I'm like, I wouldn't make a ladder fall on my car. No, of course not. Not for a video, not for laughs, not for a reaction. Some things happen, and it was very upsetting as I had to repair the hood damage. There was scratched paint and scuffed paint. But I mean, that's just it. And I even had footage from inside the Corvette that recorded the ladder falling onto the hood from, because it used to sit right against that wall. But now I got to sit over here because there's nothing there anymore. There's nothing I don't have a Corvette anymore. It's gone. So where's that ladder going to fall? I don't think it's going to reach the Tesla from, what do you think? Is it going to reach the Tesla from there? It's all the way over here. I don't think it's going to reach it. I think I'm going to go walking again. It is too nice to be in the house. I don't care. There's a little bit of rain coming down. Like, that doesn't bother me, but I'm going to go walking and get some fresh air. I mean, nobody's here but me. I'm alone. It's quiet. Like I said, my future is just me being alone, but if this particular someone is able to move back in, and if this particular someone is able to come here and spend time with me and make it more consistent, that'll be great. We'll see what happens. I just heard knocking and I'm standing right here. You hear that? This is stuff that I'm starting to hear more often now because of whatever, I don't know. Maybe it's this energy I have because I'm trying to push myself harder to succeed. And maybe this kind of energy that I have is causing spirits in this house to react. It's like when I'm in the kitchen. It's kind of weird. All right, I'm putting this down because it's just sounds. It just sounds, right? It's not like something visually is happening. Just been out here running. Decided to go down to a walk now so I can be able to at least vlog this. But it's beautiful today. It's in the 60s. And today is Friday, February 4th, 2022. Just walking in the neighborhood. Still snow right there, but it's melting fast. Matter of fact, there's like fog coming off the snow because it's so warm right now. All of you are amazing. I thank you so much for being part of this channel. I feel so motivated to share my life with you and to be more consistent with YouTube. I have this newfound energy and I'm pushing myself harder to succeed. I'm pushing myself harder to make my YouTube channel grow and turn it into a career. And if that happens, that means that I can dedicate 100% of my time to this platform, which means dedicating 100% of my time to you. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about dividing my time with my business, which consumes a lot of my time and it takes away from the time I could have for this platform. So I am going to push myself so hard. I know I'm going to feel some pain along the way as far as the amount of energy that I have that I'm putting into it, and I know that my business is going to suffer, but it's already suffering bad enough as it is because of the pandemic. I don't think it can get any worse. I feel like this is an opportunity that I need to jump on and push myself hard to make this happen so that I can communicate with you, connect with you, grow this community together,